Howdy, everybody. Welcome back. It's time again for News of the Squared, where the funny, crazy, wacky stories that we like to talk about, just a sense to let you all know that humanity is doomed, and we're just going to laugh all the way through the end. With me is Ivan and Jeff.
Yonder.
Hello.
And we got some funny news for you.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Funny news coming your way. Dead ahead. Straight. It's seconds away. I mean, it's so close.
Maybe like minutes.
All right, you start, Jeff.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mike, this one's from our special correspondent, Mike Boyle.
Yeah.
As opposed to Mike Edwin.
He's an awesome dude.
That guy's stories are horrible.
Yeah.
People are seeing cats while high out of their minds. These are their stories.
Welcome to Illinois.
This is from the Washington Post. It was a roommate's idea, and it seemed like a good one at the time. She said, let's do edibles and watch cats. So they each ate chocolate candy infused with 5 milligrams of cannabis. They didn't feel anything after a while, so they smoked a bit too. The pair arrived at the theater, settled into their seats. I'm feeling okay at one point, one of them says, like, maybe I can get through this. Then just as the first frame of the movie came up, I feel like a spot on the center of my forehead lit up, started tingling, and radiates through my whole body. I'm like, oh God, can I do this? To be clear, the Washington Post does not endorse illicit drug use. Neither do we. So yes, apparently... So that, yes, there are hundreds of reviews of people seeing cats on marijuana, psychedelic mushrooms, LSD. Here are the reviews. The most incredible cinematic experience of my life. The most terrifying experience of my life. I swear to God, my soul escaped me. Cried both times. Plan on going 2 more times.
Wow.
Wow. Did you just need like a cry or something? I don't think I really wanted to go. That's what I want to do. I need to take mushrooms so I can cry like a bitch.
I want to go to my nearby food store and get me some Dankies for $15 a package and go watch cats. Yeah, it's my idea.
This one's might be my. I haven't even gotten through them all. This one might be my favorite. Vomited 4 times, but ultimately understood the film on a deep level. It's like it pulled everything out of him, man. Oh God. Let's see. Had a panic attack in the middle of it right after Taylor Swift sang McAfee. Let's see. Here's another quote. When Judi Dench turned and looked at me directly in the eyes to let me know a cat is not a dog, I was terrified. One person reportedly burst out into tears before the film even started during a trailer for the Trolls World Tour. Someone who owns a cannabis store in Los Angeles said, I was 36 and announced I'm scared to my fellow moviegoers at least 7 times. Called it a special kind of evil. 3/4 of the movie, someone else 3/4 of the way through the movie, I was like, I hope I don't hate my own cats when I get home. Someone else says they made it 10 minutes. They made it through 10 minutes, and then they went to the AMC bathroom and threw up.
Oh my God!
Not a visually a sensory.
Not visually aesthetic movie, no.
Where their fur ends and the human hands start, it would move in a weird, unnatural way.
Oh my God. That's terrifying.
at one point, I guess the character by Rebel Wilson eats dancing cockroaches who have human faces in a horrifying scene.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
This goes on for a while. Needless to say, this is on the Squares page. You can read more about it. I'm beginning to think. I think that's how cats will make their money back. Cats will be like.
It's gonna be like Showgirls.
Yeah, except worse.
It's gonna be one of those cult classics, like what the hell is it? Let's see, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Could it replace Rocky Horror?
No, I don't think it's going to replace Rocky Horror, but I'm sure you're going to get enough people that are going to be campy enough to want to go ahead and see it while under the influence, and just for the sake of
think about it. You might be able to make that work where you did the Late Show and you made it like a campy thing on purpose. That could be the new hot thing.
That could be the new Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That could be the new Rocky Horror.
Yeah, I mean, because when Rocky Horror Picture Show first came out, it was abysmal. Nobody liked it. It was crap.
You know what? If I owned a cannabis dispensary in Illinois, I would team up with a local independent movie house.
Yeah.
I would team up. The only problem is you can't sell at the movie house. No, wait,
not necessarily.
Wait. So you start
How'd you get around that?
Cannabis place. You started a cannabis place, okay, and everybody pays there. So you get all lit up, and then they all get on the bus.
Right.
And they take a bus to the movie, which could be scary all by itself.
Okay. Well, it's because here in several of the places here in Logan Square, I mean, there are pinball arcades that we got one in particular. I mean, I don't know if I had the liberty of putting their name out there, but there is one in Logan Square where they have their own dispensary on site. In fact, they've been nurturing that idea. I think I mentioned this in another show. And that was when they had the Great Smoke out on New Year's, where they actually had, trucks day in and during the day and all night until the morning, for everybody's munchy pleasures. And everybody was able to get danked out by entering through the arcade, going straight to the dispensary in the arcade, coming back out, getting danked out, and then eating and then staying within the place. I'm staying within the arcade, so that is a possibility. If you were to go ahead and run a dispensary in a movie house, I think that would be a marvelous idea, because then it would give Cats and other movies like it maybe an actual second chance at life. It's been done before.
Have you done something like that, Ivan? Go to see a movie where you're baked and you had a bad trip?
I have never had. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I've never had a bad trip on marijuana because one, it's who you know and what you're getting, and usually the people that go ahead and get involved, like this next thing I'm about to tell you, the high number of people going to emergency, because the vast majority of the people that went to the dispensary were first timers. Not people that were getting medicinal marijuana, but just for the fact that, we're going to make history and we're going to get to smoke marijuana for the first time. We're going to find out what it is, sight unseen. And unfortunately, marijuana acts differently with different people. And unfortunately, some of them didn't react too well with it. Either they had cases of vertigo or were dizzy or just not feeling good about it, the situation. But then see, when marijuana is something that where you get involved with it, it's like any other commitment. You got to know what you're doing. And a lot of these people didn't. So that's why they ended up being in the emergency room. But no, I have never had a bad experience because my sensibilities have not been consistent. I mean, I've been what they would call a social smoker. Basically, if the opportunity presents itself, then okay. Like if I have a friend say, "Hey, I got a bong. How about a bong rip?" Okay, cool. Or or if I just get lucky enough to have some on hand, okay, I'm gonna relax and have and get rid of my aches and pains, which is basically what I use it for. And and the recreational part of it kind of works itself out. Yeah, you know what? You get high, you laugh, you watch the movies. Everything is even more entertaining than it was before. Things are even more funny when people are cracking wise or telling jokes, or you're watching comedy, or everything gets opened up. But then you get that situation where you get people that they use the marijuana and it's laced with other things, like back in the 60s where they used to lace things with PCP and angel dust and shit, and people are flying out the windows thinking they can fly and stuff, which that's when that situation went bad. I mean, the marijuana in of itself is not bad, but when you start mixing it with other elements, then that's a problem. And then of course mushrooms, again, that hits different people.
We're not talking about mushrooms.
I know, but I'm just saying, that mushrooms do different things to different people. Marijuana does different things to different people.
Right. So short answer, no. You never had a bad trip. Okay.
No, not at all. No.
We had next story.
Speaking of bad trips, a company fires a worker who complained about getting barbecue sauce as a holiday gift on Twitter.
What?
This one out of Winona, Minnesota. A man who complained on social media about his company's holiday gift, barbecue sauce and a grill scraper, wound up getting fired for
it. Was this with or without the bonus check?
Without. Not the Jelly of the Month Club either.
Oh, the hell no. Get out of here.
A Canadian branch manager for a Minnesota company, Fastenal. Oh, Fastenal. Yeah, that company sucks. The company was dismissed just before New Year's Day after he posted a tweet chiding the company for the gift choice. The Star Tribune reported that Hussein Medaldi tweeted, "What kind of multi-billion company gives its Canadian employees barbecue sauce as a holiday gift?" Yet the USA employees stuff their face with an actual holiday gift box. Fastenal said the tweet violated the company's policy on social media posts. And CEO Dan Florness said the policy about acceptable standards of conduct is given to every employee and posted on the company website. Now, news of the firing has been widely shared on social media and has prompted a backlash, including several now deleted website posts and phone messages that were vulgar or threatening, according to Florness of the Star Tribune.
Wow.
The fired employees' supervisors contacted the company's human resources department, which recommended termination. Florness said the firing may have been an overreaction, but that he was not going to second-guess the decision. He added that the fired worker was a manager and that HR staffers may have thought he should have known better. So Fastenal, based in Winona, Minnesota, makes construction and industrial products. Yeah, they sell only the companies. They won't sell to individuals. We used to have a branch. We used to have a branch store here in town, but they only sold to companies. They wouldn't let walk-ins come in and individuals buy stuff. So now I'm pissed off of that. So yeah, if I get barbecue sauce for Christmas, yeah, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Yeah, if I got no check, I'd be mad. Yeah. If I got a check with the barbecue sauce and scraper, that it wouldn't be so bad. But if I get no fucking money, forget it, man. Shit. Stick your barbecue sauce. Stick your barbecue sauce in your grill and smoke it.
Some barbecue sauce in your edibles to go see cats with. What you got, Jeff?
That's where I was going to go.
Jax?
See, now why don't they do that? That would be cool. Marijuana infused barbecue sauce.
I'm sure it's coming.
Oh,
they haven't.
That could be.
I'm sure they got marijuana induced everything.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the new Twinkies? They're called Dankies.
Yeah, you mentioned them earlier. Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah, they got various speeds. They got various speeds. They got various doses in there from 25 to 1,000 milligrams per cake.
Nice. All right. So the self-proclaimed king ripped over response to girlfriend's refusal to buy him Red Lobster. A self-proclaimed king angered his girlfriend by labeling her poor and delusional by refusing for refusing to shell out $50 for a royal feast from the chain restaurant. Alas, she exposed the alleged crustacean's love cat antics on Twitter, where social media platform users were quick to dethrone him. Now the former couple's tasty text exchanges have gone viral, racking up tens of thousands of likes and tweets.
Oh my God. You'll never want to eat crab again, lobster again.
Yeah, well. So I guess Twitter, the girl's name is Tayona Robles. Do you see how respectful ends are? Oh, boy. Okay,
Oh boy.
I can't even say what that was.
Yep.
The conversation began innocently with the woman offering to cook a meal for a guy she'd been seeing for a month. Per the tweet, it quickly went south after John Doe said he wanted red lobster instead, and the Oregon native tried to entice him with pics of scrumptious-looking shrimp tacos. We're making this. You want this, she texted. I know you're craving red lobster, but I don't have much money after paying my bills. It would be easier on me.
We work with what we got.
Well, it's interesting. I'm reading kind of what he wrote back, which is, "Now I'm cool." Cool spelled K-O-O.
Cool.
You heard
cool.
what I said. Don't try to play a position you're not fit for. Then I told you what I want to eat. If you have a problem, then be out. Then you are clearly not on my level. I can't afford to support a man of my caliber.
A kingdom of none for this king.
Let's see. I'm trying to read. Any woman would expect. Let's see. Chastises his conduct. His conduct. Any woman would be expecting a king to lower his standards just because it's coming from her is delusional. He says, "You're clearly not on my level. You can't afford a man of my caliber. If it wasn't bad enough, the man complains that she can't even afford to buy him $50 worth of seafood and cheddar biscuits." Dude's got a point. If you can't afford cheddar biscuits, maybe I don't want to. Well, okay, maybe $50 is a little far, but the cheddar biscuits.
But I like cheddar biscuits, though.
I know. That's
Who
what
doesn't?
I'm thinking.
Oh my God, those motherfuckers are great.
See, he should have started there with
he should have went
cheddar
for cheddar biscuits and then got towards the lobster.
So one of her fans snarked, "A man of his caliber eats at Red Lobster. So why doesn't he buy himself that red lobster if he's not if you're not on his league? Yikes, entitled men at the bottom of the food chain." Let's see. Tracy Teigen weighed in. God bless Tracy Teigen as usual, John Legend's wife. The man had red lobster 4 days a week for a year. He has mercury poisoning. Oh, God. Go figure. Tiona and the seafood-loving psychopath are no longer item per recent tweet. Wait, some of his tweets are pretty amazingly bad. This is why, guys. This is why I can't get dates. Yet this guy can get a date. Let's see. I know you're not financially stable. You don't have your own shit. You know you're not where I'm at physically, mentally, spiritually, or financially. How does it suck for me to lose someone who is so far from on my level? Explain that. You can't even get me a $50 meal, but ask me what I wanted. You think I haven't had women? Find a man that's where you're at. That's why we are friends, because I know that you're not my type. You have to qualify to be with a man that does as much as me. If you win me over, then you win me over. But asking me what I want and bailing on it after agreeing is not the way into my life. Oh, I missed a few things. I don't know why you try if you know you're not in my league. You're delusional. You want to be the one close to me, but you're right. You're right. You're not the one for me. Let's see is that what I think? You want me to be grateful with less, when I can have more? Is that what you think I deserve? Let me tell you, I know I deserve to eat Red Lobster. I ate it 4 times a week last year. 4 times a week. Chrissy Teigen's got a point. You gotta be careful with that shit. Too much seafood.
No, man, you gotta watch with the mercury and all that shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Really? It's nuts.
He probably had steak a few times or something.
No, that's bullshit. That sounds like bullshit.
You are not cut out for the position, period. Nobody's cut out for the position. Don't tell me it sucks for... I can't see the rest of this. That's exactly why you're not my B. That's got to be a bitch. You can't even be my B. You're broke. Get a new job, then come holler at me after you can afford a fucking meal.
Wow.
I'm telling you right now, to the women, see, the problem is, I sit there and go, all you gotta do is buy me McDonald's, and they look at me like, this guy.
Yeah.
You know what the deal is? He's probably hung like Jason Derulo.
You mean Rum Tum Tugger?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, with his Rum Tum Tug. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Women don't want nice guys. They want, well, anyway. All right.
They want dirt balls.
Yeah, they kind of do.
And you know, and we can go into this whole dialogue about,
let's not. Let's not. Let's just be glad that we're not that guy. Okay. Mike,
I'm glad we're not that guy. He's still a dick, but anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
There.
But in fairness, he gets Red Lobster 4 nights a week.
Yeah, 4 nights a week.
That's a lot of cheddar biscuits.
Yeah, congratulations for your deteriorating health.
Yeah, there you go, and your empty wallet. $200.
You could eat healthy at Red Lobster on 4 days a week.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
You
can't get good salads
every day. Shit.
This doesn't seem like the guy who's eating sensibly.
No,
this guy doesn't seem like he's making good life decisions.
He's eating excessively.
No.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, but I eat excessively. What's your point?
Oh, wait a minute. I do too. Don't sit there and play that card on me, Jeff.
Well, speaking of excessive,
yeah,
a squirrel causes $15,000 worth of damage to a house, and the insurance company won't cover it.
Yes! There we go.
An Atlanta family is livid after their insurance refused to cover $15,000 worth of damage to their home caused by a squirrel. Carrie and Dustin Dries moved into their house last month but spent Christmas in California.
Oh, nice.
When they returned home from vacation, they were shocked to find the inside of the house had been destroyed.
Oh.
When I opened the door, I saw a ton of wood chips on the ground, so I initially thought someone had broken in and had broken through the door. We initially thought they had been robbed, but then they started looking around. The TV was still there. A gift card on left out was still there. Instead, they found their home was in shambles. The baseboard and window frames were chewed up. The floors were covered in scratches, and the kitchen sink was running. And their brand new sofa was turned into a nest by the squirrel. Now, as they were inspecting the damage, the animal jumped out of the couch and tried to escape through the fireplace. The couple called a pest control service, which managed to trap the squirrel. They believe it fell through the chimney and panicked when it couldn't get out of the house. The Dries said they suspected something was wrong while they were on vacation because they kept getting alerts from their in-home security system. So since then, the Dries have contacted their insurance company and were shocked when their claim was denied. Mm-hmm. The stress and the overwhelmingness starting to settle in when we found out our claim was denied, all due to the legal jargon and the definition of a rodent and a vermin. They were even more upset when they learned that if a raccoon had done the damage, the insurance company would have covered the cost of the repairs.
Oh, see, that's bullshit. That's apples and oranges.
Unfortunately, damage done to a property by birds, vermin, rodents, and insects is not covered. This is explicitly stated in the contract, and all insurance companies we know of have similar exclusions, according to Mercury Insurance said in a statement.
No, but that's true, because remember when I had that flood at my old house on Octavia and everything, and when I asked, but we got flood insurance, right? No, because we brought it up, and our agent said that it wasn't necessary at the time. You don't need to sign for it.
Well, unfortunately, yeah. So Carrie said that she believes they should cover the damage because it was a result of a freak accident. We feel like it's not fair. We understand why sometimes rodents aren't covered under insurance policies because they consider it a maintenance issue, like if we had an infestation of squirrels because we weren't maintaining our home, but that wasn't the case with this. This was more of a freak thing that happened. So as of now, I don't think anyone has stepped up to help with the. I'm sure by now they've got this was posted on the 8th. So who knows? Maybe by now they have a GoFundMe or something. But man, just to go to buy your house and then a month later go to spend the holidays in California and come back and it's like this, and the insurance says go pound sand. Now that's ouchie. That makes you want to go watch cats while you're high.
Yeah,
that's painful.
On Dankies.
Yeah, on Dankies. Next one, Jeff.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. So we've been kind of on this drugs kick the whole day. So this falls right into it.
That's why we're here.
A medical board of Ohio is trying to decide if being a Browns or Bengals fan qualifies for medical marijuana use. Fairness, I'm kind of with them.
I have PTSD. Here's your marijuana. I'm a Bengals fan. Oh, here's your you need it more than him.
Yeah, really. You know what? In reality, I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. I need this. So a petition has been submitted to the State Medical Board of Ohio requesting that being a Cleveland Browns fan or a Cincinnati Bengals fan be considered a qualifying condition to receive medical marijuana prescriptions. Being a Browns or Bengals fan was one of the conditions submitted to the state board during the 2019 petition window. Along with things like anxiety, depression, Asperger's disorder, HIV/AIDS, Parkinson's, stage 4 breast lymph node cancer.
Okay, well,
not to demean any of those people who have, who suffer from those conditions. Those are
bad. They'll have real
apparently
afflictions.
The
yeah,
Bengals fan is on that par.
No.
In fairness, knowing a few, I can't say I don't agree. I can't say. According to the State Medical Board Director of Communications, Tessie Pollock, the committee will examine the subject matter reviews conducted by physicians and medical marijuana experts before recommending the petitions to the full state medical board for a final vote, which is anticipated to take place this summer. So apparently, there's a possibility that if you can prove you're a Bengals or Browns fan,
you can get better medicinal marijuana. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't think that's gonna hit both. Well, that's fun.
Who knows?
Yeah, no. Like I said, I just thought, there you go. So, I mean, you think Bears fans would have come up with, because we don't need it anymore, right? That's
no.
We don't need it anymore. Now we got legal. We can just sit there and go, oh, God, we suck.
Yeah, we can, put this way, whether we're high or not, they're still going to suck anyway. So, it don't make no difference. At least when you're high, it makes it less painful. Instead they're laughing at the ass.
What else you got, Mike?
A woman adjusting her GPS device drove off the road and into a lake in northern New Jersey
Oh, no.
No injuries were reported. 35-year-old woman and 2 children were in the car when the accident occurred around 7 p.m. Saturday in Parsippany, northern New Jersey. According to authorities, all 3 were able to safely escape from the vehicle before emergency responders arrived on the scene. The driver, whose name was not released, was adjusting the GPS device when she drove in to Lake Parsippany, a private lake covering 168 acres. She was cited for careless driving.
Well, yeah, you didn't have your eyes on the road. I mean, it's not like the $200 thing they got going here. If they find a phone in your hand while you're driving.
Yeah, just distracted driving. But it's just an irony that.
Yeah.
Which way am I going? And the GPS says, into the lake.
There's a lake in front of you in 100 feet.
Oh no!
That can't be true. Ah!
A lake? I don't believe you. Splash.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, thank goodness the kids weren't hurt.
Recalculating.
We're awkward. Glug, glug, glug. Sound like Merman from He-Man.
Yeah.
Next story, Jeff.
Yeah, hold on a second. Where are we at? Okay. I think we talked about this, but okay, we'll see if we can bring this one back. Maybe we didn't. Police identify a man who broke into Taco Bell, made a meal, and then took a nap.
Now, this happened somebody did this in a Wendy's a couple of months ago.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. We did talk about that.
Where was that? Do we remember?
That was a couple of months ago, I think.
Do we remember where? Because this took place in Georgia, apparently.
People are just breaking into restaurants, eating and crashing.
Yeah. Okay. So one burglar may have been too full to make a quick getaway after he broke in, ate some late night snack. Maybe he was high. Maybe he went to go see cats.
Maybe he ate too many Yankees.
Yeah, seriously. Maybe he was scared. It's cats. Or maybe he watched the Bengals and the Browns.
His spirit was coming out of his
Browns
body.
Fan. Yeah, he's a Browns fan.
Yeah, so Lawrenceville, Georgia is where this took place. They shared photos and surveillance video of a suspect who broke into the fast food restaurant around 12:15 a.m. on December 24th. Oh, this makes more sense. I was going to say 12:15 a.m.
It's open.
Taco Bell is open, but not on Christmas.
It's Christmas Day.
Well, wait, hold it. Are we talking Christmas Day as in Christmas in the... Well, right.
Yeah, no, early Christmas morning, yeah.
Christmas morning.
Okay, Christmas Eve. Got it. Okay, yeah. In hopes of tracking down the hungry, sleepy thief. The suspect shimmied through the drive-thru window, but didn't appear to be too worried about getting caught. After he makes entry, he's seen on surveillance using the fryers to make himself a meal, then eats.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work.
You know what, dude?
And he put up a lot of Taco Bell as he laid with a jerk.
If you could figure out how to use the fryer, they're like offering managers $100,000 a year to work at Taco Bell, dude.
Yeah, maybe this guy's looking for a job opportunity.
Maybe he's looking to get hired.
He then laid down and curled up for nearly a 3-hour nap. Before he eventually fled the scene, stealing a laptop and a tablet before he left. Of course, all this is on video, so they identified the suspect. Apparently, here we go. He's a former employee who worked at the restaurant in the summer of 2019. He's been charged with 1 count of second-degree burglary.
He must have still had a key or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, you know what it is? I bet he knew how to open that window. Because I was going to say, he knew how to...
he crawled in through the drive-thru window. Oh,
right.
Okay.
Okay, so he knew how to get in, yeah.
Right, but he knew how... Like, when they said he used a fryer, I'm like, damn, that's impressive.
Because that was his job.
I mean,
most impressive.
He made himself some tacos, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of damn impressive. How'd you do that? He's not yet in custody, but he's been
He's still at large?
Oh, well, at least as of this posting, he's still at large. He's still at large as of this posting.
Merry Christmas from Taco Bell and
Maybe
Dankies.
He was at Cats. I think he said Cats.
Dankies.
I think this week's episode brought to you by Dankies.
Well,
brought to you by Dankies. There we go.
You know what? I know who that guy is. He's the guy who didn't get taken to Red Lobster. That's gotta be.
You couldn't break into Red Lobster, so he had to settle for.
He had to settle for Taco Bell.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
After going to see Cats and having a bunch of
Well, if you want seafood, like our Taco Bell here in town has a Long John Silver's in the same building. So.
See,
well, there you go.
That would be awesome on a lot of different levels because you could get hush puppies,
you get fish,
and
tacos. You get tacos.
I feel like I think I have to. As soon as we're done recording, I think I'm going to drive through and get me a chicken blank.
Oh, there you go.
Is it still open now?
No. They have a late drive-through, but
really?
No, I can't though. I can't.
Wait, but they have a late. Wait, hold, stop. You have a Long John Silver's with a late drive-through?
Yeah.
Oh.
We do too.
Oh, you guys all suck. I can't even get a Long John Silver's around here.
You don't have an LJS in your area?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just off of.
I remember when
off
the
of
Long John
Cicero Avenue.
I remember when it closed here, and it was gone for like years. I think there was one at we had to drive all the way to like Gurnee or Carpentersville to get Long John Silver's. And then when this Taco Bell closed down, they reopened it as a Long John Silver's / Taco Bell.
Now that would be great, but that's not going to happen. That's not happening. We're not getting that. All right, what do you got, Mike?
Well, speaking of which, I've been pretty good with my diet lately, and I'm happy. I'm in a good place right now. Although I've had I've had some cravings though. So here's the issue.
So you've been taking marijuana?
No.
No.
Could a pill replace exercise?
Oh,
no.
Scientists discover the protein mimics effects of working out.
Oh, sign me up for this.
This story out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. Given the option, would you avoid the gym altogether and simply pop a pill or drink a supplement that brings about the same benefits as a workout? It sounds far-fetched, but the idea of lounging around all day yet still enjoying the health benefits of an intense workout may soon be possible. While there are still many details to be worked out, researchers at the University of Michigan say the naturally occurring protein sestrin appears to mimic the effects of exercise on both flies and mice in experimental trials. How do they get like a little gym set up for mice? Like a little gold gym with one of the mice in a tank top.
and wearing tights and a bodysuit and leg warmers and you
work out. You lift, bro.
Yeah, with some guy going later and later.
These findings, okay, Ivan, thank you. These findings could have far-reaching implications across the fitness, medical, and scientific fields. For instance, sestrin could conceivably help individuals unable to work out due to old age or health problems maintain their muscles. Researchers have previously observed that sestrin accumulates in muscles. Listen to me, Popeye the Sailor Man. Muscles following exercise, explains Myungjin Kim, PhD, a researcher assistant and professor of University Department of Molecular and Integrative Physiology. Wow, he's getting Long John Silver's any day he wants. Researchers wanted to further investigate sestrin's connection to exercise, so they decided to conduct an experiment using flies. They designed, in their own words, a fly treadmill. They built a fly treadmill.
They built a fly what?
A treadmill for flies. In which a group of flies were trained for 3 weeks to climb in and out of a test tube. It's like the little rocky stairs for the flies. Yo, Adrian!
They got paid for this?
Yes!
What do you do?
Flies can usually run around 4 to 6 hours at this point, and the normal fly's abilities improved over that period.
Why would they
They got like a little fly like Burgess Meredith going Come on, Rocky the Fly. You're a loser bum.
Yeah, you're not gonna get any of the chicks. You're a nerd.
So it's the story out of studyfinds.org. If you're going to read the article, but yes, fly treadmills exist. So
Fly treadmills. Why?
So yeah, give me that pill. I don't want to go to the gym.
I don't want to become a fly.
Just like the week after New Year's, you drive past Planet Fitness and the parking lot's full.
Yeah.
And you know, a month later it's going to be a ghost town in there.
For a little more than a month. It usually takes about 6 weeks.
Okay.
About 6 weeks.
So there you go. Yeah.
About 6 weeks.
Give me that proton workout pill.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
In my week, there's an energy proton pill.
Right.
So this is a story from from rare.us. Man calls cops on girlfriend for being too rough during sex.
What?
In fairness, she's pretty okay.
Uh-oh.
Just look at the mugshot.
We talking like snoo or
no? Like hello, I don't know.
Death by snoo?
Apparently so. Death by a snoo. Does this person look like they really could do damage? And this, her pictures up on the Roundtable Facebook page. It really doesn't. But apparently this evil woman did. So much so that she was arrested. 24-year-old Kirsten Paris was booked into Davidson County Jail after her boyfriend, Taylor Hayes, called police when she got too rough with him during sex. According to Metro authorities, Nashville police... Oh, so wait. Nashville. Okay, this is kind of amusing. Could be anything. I mean, she could have, hit him with a 2x4. So Nashville police were dispatched to the apartment on January 1st for a domestic assault call. Ringing in the new year the right way. Jeez, Christmas. So many things I could say here. New Year's, probably half drunk. So Hayes told the police that his girlfriend began to bite and scratch him during sex, and that it was way beyond the scope of normalcy.
Turning on to
Yep, this man was not having it one bit, and instead asked her to stop. Instead of asking her to stop, he called the police. Hayes showed the police 2 bite marks, one on his arm and one on his back, with several scratch marks to his back.
Did she get done watching Cats before she went in there? And
really, I mean, in fairness, it is domestic and sexual assault, but
it's. I mean, isn't it consensual?
Well, it's the part where it's like, okay, so she's out on $500 bond. The boyfriend told authorities that Paris punched him several times 3 weeks ago, but did not report the incident at the time. Now, in fairness, okay, that's a little. The good news here, Paris is free, but her little stunt cost her $500 and is now facing a domestic assault charge. How obviously they start asking about how deep could the scratches be. That I'm not saying, but the part where it's like, here's a thought: how about asking her to stop?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
maybe he didn't use the flying treadmill enough or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't eat enough Dankies. Maybe she watched Cats before she got there.
Yeah, seriously. Maybe she was freaked out from Cats.
Maybe she was freaked out by Cats since she ate the Dankies.
Maybe.
She just couldn't get enough Red Lobster.
Not enough Red Lobster. He wouldn't pay. He wouldn't pay to take her out for Red Lobster, so she got pissed and figured she would eat him.
Yeah, really. Maybe that's the Red Lobster guy. Maybe that's the problem. He deserves it. He deserves to be hit.
You didn't take me out to dinner, bitch. So I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah. What else you got, Mike?
Speaking of, well,
Being eaten.
rough things. This is a story that Jeff posted. So that's why they called him the Boy Wonder.
Oh, no. It's a Jeff story.
Burt Ward.
Oh, you're going to do this one?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, I grew up with the 60s Batman. He was my Batman growing up.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but
Burt
this isn't
Ward,
about
who
Batman.
played sidekick Robin on TV's Batman in the 60s, said in an interview with New York Post that his bulge was stealing scenes to the point where he was asked to visit a doctor for shrinking pills.
Yeah, they just interrupted him.
Ward told Page Six that the dynamic duo's tight-fitting costumes drew ire from the Catholic League of Decency back in the day. They thought that Robin had a very large bulge for television, Ward said.
Well, if you had Donna Lauren and all those beautiful women that were the criminals in that series, you wouldn't have a bulge in your pants,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, seriously.
Julie Newmar, I couldn't make it 5 seconds, yeah.
Are you kidding?
Joan Collins,
2 seconds.
there's a lot.
2 seconds where there's a kid, I'd be done. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he claimed that
Holy
ABC
hard-ons,
executives...
Batman.
What?
Holy hard-ons, Batman.
Right.
Holy hard on Batman.
He claimed that ABC executives asked him to reduce the protuberance by going to a doctor for medication to shrink me up.
I can't believe they did this.
Ward
You mean
did
they
as he was
shriveled
told,
up?
but was quickly had reservations. He said, I took them for 3 days, and then I decided that they can probably keep me from having children, he said.
Yeah,
I stopped doing that.
You think?
I stopped doing that, and I just used my cape to cover it. With his superheroic endowment intact, Ward became a household name alongside Adam West, who played Batman. Last week, Burt Ward, his father of two, received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He said he grew up daydreaming every day of being a superhero. I got it, he said in a clip above. And I don't think it was an accident. So, with something, the more you know about Burt Ward's bulge.
Burt Ward's bulge. That's right. Sitting there, think self-castration pills while you're trying to hide your nuts.
Yeah. Holy red skies of death.
Holy hard on Batman.
Hey, ladies, let me show you my boy wonder.
Boy, do you not need to wonder anymore.
And all those swinging parties in the 60s.
Battering for you.
But he was drug free and sober. He did not partake back in those big wild parties back in the day.
Yeah. Bing,
No,
bang,
he
poof, pow.
That's right. Let me go ahead and do the Batusi in your woosie.
Yeah, maybe you should partner up with the girl for the rough sex back in the day if she'd have been around. All right, this is one of my favorite stories this week. Dog finds risque toy on her walk, and the owners are horrified because she won't let it go.
What could it be?
It started out.
John Wayne Bobbitt's appendage.
Lisa Cross from Washburton, New Zealand, was walking her Staffordshire Mastiff Honey like she always does, and there they were strolling along, having a lovely day, when Honey suddenly disappeared in the growth. There was something interesting in there. Honey had found a rather X-rated toy under the brush, and she was rather pleased about it. The dog found herself a new chew toy at the river and refuses to give it up. How the hell do I make her understand this one? And seriously, what the fuck, Ashburn? Ashburn.
Okay, stepping out for a second.
He's stepping out for sex?
I'm stepping out for sex. Yeah,
okay.
I'll be right back.
Have a good time.
Harold, well, let's just say an hour later, after multiple sticks, branches, and stones, and the arrival of another card saved the day. They luckily didn't run into anyone else, saying no words would have explained Honey's new toy, and she struggled to get the toy from Honey's vice-like jaws. Who drops something like this outside? I mean, even presuming you didn't want it anymore, would you dispose of it discreetly? And wouldn't you put it in a black bag or in an actual garbage can rather than just toss it on the ground? Obviously, it's doubtful they'll ever find the right owner of Honey's new favorite toy, but maybe they'll see this story and think twice about throwing their sex toys away in the future. In fairness, the picture is phenomenal on our site. It is phenomenal because there's the dog with the lifelike dildo
in his mouth.
Dildo phallus in his mouth, in her mouth. This is great. I mean, this is just great. I mean, that's hysterical. How would you see? I would just let her have it. Let her have it. Bring friends over. Hey, did you see my dog's new toy? Watch people sit there and just go like, what?
It flops around when he runs with it.
Yeah, seriously. Holy hard on, Batman.
Indeed. That Burt Ward's dog. Burt Ward has rescued thousands of dogs.
Well, maybe he didn't. Then he should rescue this one.
Rescue a hard on.
Yeah, there we go. What else you got, Mike?
Well, speaking of dog news, this is the last one I got here this week. Woman used her dog's urine to try and pass a drug test. So,
oh, God. Didn't we talk? Oh, no, we didn't talk about that.
Police say 40-year-old Julie Miller, and I'm looking at her mugshot. Yeah, she looks like the kind of person you wouldn't trust a drug test with. Sneaked a sample of her dog's urine into the Bell County Probation and Parole Office.
Oh, good Lord.
Miller is on probation, and as part of her supervision, she was asked for a drug screen. Police say she brought an urine sample, but that it was her dog's urine, not hers. The officer asked if the urine was hers, and she admitted it was not, that it was her dog's urine. She was asked by Officer Smith if it was brought in because she knew she would fail the drug test, and she stated yes. Well, she gets 10 out of 10 for being honest. Police say Miller admitted she brought the canine sample because she had recently used methamphetamine and Suboxone, and she knew she would fail the drug test. Miller faces charges of tampering with physical evidence and trafficking a controlled substance. So please don't use your dog's piss when you're trying to when you need a drug screen for probation. How about just don't take methamphetamine? How about that? That'd be an even better option. And if you do, don't date the guy who wants to eat at Red Lobster all the time.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
That's a bad idea. Don't go seeing cats either.
Oh, no. Don't see cats before you have to get your drug screening either.
Yeah, maybe not your dog who just picked up the dildo either.
Yeah.
Maybe not. So, let's get some celebrity news, gentlemen.
Yay!
Lou Ferrigno became the new sheriff's deputy. Becomes a sheriff's deputy in New Mexico.
Good on him.
I don't know why. The Socorro County Sheriff is scheduled to deputize Ferrigno next week in a special ceremony. They say he will bring decades of law enforcement experience to the department and be instrumental in recruiting for the department and county. 68-year-old Ferrigno apparently has been a reserve sheriff's deputy in Los Angeles and a member of the volunteer sheriff posse, Maricopa County, Arizona, which means, well, okay. Yeah.
I saw him once at a Gen Con, and this was long ago.
He really still does the comic convention and gaming convention scene, the big ones, and does a lot of signings. That's still kind of his thing.
Yeah.
It's
good
funny.
on him.
Art and Franco from the podcast. They have a few interesting Ferrigno stories. Nothing I off the top of my head I can share, but
yeah.
Well,
he grew up with Bill Bixby and the Hulk.
Right. I am the Hulk. Yeah. I don't know.
Ding 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 ding. That sad piano music at the end.
Yeah, really. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Oh, this was also quite amusing. I kind of found this one funny. Which is Marvel fans are stunned by Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle.
Oh my God!
The candle. The candle. Yeah.
I was watching Iron Man 1 over the weekend. I'm like, oh no! And she hands him the box that has the the arc reactor. It said Tony Stark has a heart. Like, please don't be the candle. Please don't be the candle.
This one is a very strange candle that smells like a vagina. It started out as a joke between Douglas Little and Gwyneth Paltrow. Group description believes the two were working on a fragrance, and she blurted out, "This smells like a vagina," but evolved into a funny, gorgeous, sexy, and beautiful, unexpected scent that turned out to be the perfect candle. We did a test run in Goop and the Goose Health, and it sold out within hours. It's a blend of geranium, citrusy bergamot, and absolutes juxtaposed with damask rose, ambient seed that puts us in a mind of fantasy. The company also advertises a vibrator.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there's crazy shit on that Goop website.
Yeah, that Goop site. That's
my gosh! I mean, yeah, sit there, have a package of Dankies and fuck a candle. Wow, that's gonna be really something.
Wow. Then go watch Cats.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Oh,
like I said, go watch Cats, and that's all good. Yeah, seriously. Okay, this next one here has been the most popular story we've ever had on our page.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, it's worth mentioning, I think.
It has more engagements, more reached, more shared than anything we've ever posted.
What's that?
Here we go. With an ingestible pill, you can track fart development in real time on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Science.
Blinded me with science.
The first human trials revealed gut, gas chambers, and blustery effects of diet.
Now,
if you fart hard enough, does it fly out of your ass?
I don't think so. This is a group of Australian researchers. They developed an ingestible electronic capsule to monitor gas levels in the human gut.
It's like checking your Fitbit.
I can't even get through the story because I was laughing so hard.
Fart levels are off the chart.
It's like an episode of Osmosis Jones. Oh my god!
The scary part is Mike's not wrong because the next slide Mike's not wrong when he says Fitbit because the next slide is when paired with a pocket-sized receiver and a mobile phone app, the pin reports a tailwind conditions in real time as it passes from the stomach to the colon.
Tailwind conditions.
It's a Fitbit for your farts.
Excuse me, folks, while I go to the balcony and crack one on.
It's like, why is your phone going off? Oh, crap. Oh, I'll be right back. So open a window.
Here's the pun line. Authors are optimistic that the capsule's gas release can help clear the air over the inner workings of our intricate innards and the multitudes of microbes they contain. Such fume data could clarify the conditions of each section of the gut, what microbes are up to, which foods may cause problems in the system. Until now, collecting such data had been a challenge. Methods to bottle it involved cumbersome and invasive tubing and inconvenient whole body calibration.
Here you go, stick this up your ass.
Popping an electric pill is a breeze in comparison. Human trials have already hinted that the pill can provide new information about intestinal wind patterns and gaseous turbulence.
Gaseous turbulence.
We're going through a rough patch, folks.
So what you're telling me is
it's like a weather forecast.
I eat Taco Bell.
You don't break into one on Christmas Day though.
No.
Right. But I go to Taco Bell. I swallow down the pill at the same time I'm eating the Taco Bell. And I can watch in real time how fast the freaking gas is going to come.
Until after the Taco Bell kicks in and then sends the shit out with a projectile.
Yeah,
Here's what the research has concluded. Our pilot illustrated and
His hither shit it out.
can't even turn things out. It's all over the place. The researchers concluded our pilot trial illustrated the significant potential role for electronic gas-based gas-sensing capsules in understanding functional aspects of the intestine and the microbiota of health and in response to dietary changes. The authors are currently setting up a commercial company to further develop and test the capsules.
Crazy.
Let's see. There's a whole lot here about about testing. Let's see if there's anything that I can. The capsule is 26 millimeters in length.
That's about
9.8 diameters. 9.8 millimeters external diameter.
That's like 3/8 by 1 inch long.
Is it? Okay.
It's like a horse pill.
One end of the capsule contains a gas permeable membrane that allows for fast diffusion in the gut. You know, the part that scares me about this is, did they have any, like, I mean, we're talking about putting electronics inside of you.
Oh, Ivan! Whoa, hey, you were, whoa.
Wow. Yeah, Ivan's like ready for the gas.
Yeah, that sounded like he already took the pill.
Seriously.
Okay.
Maybe this is how the Borg Collective starts.
Okay, so they tested the capsule on 6 healthy people. See, that's your first problem. Don't test it on 6 healthy people.
No, you tested on the boy who's at the chili cook-off.
At 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's the people you tested.
You take this to the chili cook-off in the summer, and you're golden.
Yeah.
You go to the buffet with all the Mexican food, with all the chimichangas and the tostadas and tacos.
Wait. So it takes 20 hours to get from one end to the other, spending 4.5 hours in the stomach, 2.5 in the small intestine, and 13 hours cruising through your colon.
Woo!
Now, that's the average person. That's the people that they had. For somebody like me, I'd probably be stuck in there for 20 years.
Yeah, she'll 25 years and it'll still be traveling through my fucking
need to get like a colon cleanser or something like that.
you get yourself a Bugatti and just fire it off.
Yeah. There's a lot here about this. I could go on for a while. There's like a whole thing about this study.
I'm torn. I mean, would you take the pill that would mimic a workout, or do you take the pill that'll read your farts?
Yes to both.
It's a toss-up.
I'm with both.
I think I would just stick with the pill that mimics a workout, because knowing that, I already have gas problems as it is, but I don't need any help knowing when everything's going to happen. So, not my idea of a good time. Besides, I'd be scared that what if I just, crack one off and it just goes flying, like a projectile somewhere. There's a big hole out of my underwears and in my ass. How do I explain that shit?
It'd be like Michael Bay. Boom.
Michael Bay film in your pants.
Yeah.
I'd be like, excuse me. Ting, 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 ting.
All right. Let's see. I've got a couple of more.
All right, let's knock them out.
Let's knock them out. So we had something about a turtle last week. We're gonna have another one here. Tortoise whose sex. There was a tortoise in the Galapagos whose sex drive helped save the species.
Yeah. Good job.
That's what I'm talking about.
Turtle and a half shell. Power.
Turtle power indeed.
Sex life. Seriously, give him the. Anyway, a tortoise whose rampant sex life may have single-handedly saved his entire species from extinction has retired from his playboy lifestyle to return to the wild with his mission accomplished. Diego's unstoppable libido was credited as the major reason for survival of his fellow giant tortoises on the Hispaniola, part of the Galapagos Islands, after being shipped over to San Diego Zoo as part of a breeding program. He started his campaign of Yeah. Promiscuity. There were just 2 males, 12
Would you like
females
to get
on
it
his
on?
island. But the desired shell dweller had so much sex, he boosted the population over 2,000.
Would you like to have sex?
Holy cow! Maybe that woman who likes to have sex should check out the turtle.
Maybe Gwyneth Paltrow will make a candle for him.
Yeah, maybe.
It smells like turtle pooper.
I don't think he needed the scented candle. He knew what he wanted.
Get some turtle action.
Turtle on it.
The Galapagos National Park Service believes that the 100-year-old tortoise is the patriarch of around 40% of the population. Contributed a large percent. So basically the tortoise population of the Galapagos Islands is Kentucky?
What?
Well, if they're all related, it's like 40%, right?
A bunch of inbred turtles.
Right. Inbred tortoises from the Galapagos.
Inbred tortoises everywhere. I just fucked my cousin.
Whatever it takes to save the turtle race, I suppose.
Apparently,
oh my
turtle
gosh.
power.
He's the Will Chamberlain of turtles.
Yeah, forget Will Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain, fucking the Harlem Globetrotters, man.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my god. So yeah, so they sent this guy home. Why would you? What's he gonna do? I mean, Jiminy Christmas. Why would you send him home? He probably wants more sex.
Can you imagine if you picked him up and everything? You see his little bottom there, like a little motor.
God, I can't believe
Still going.
That's the life right there, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
You know, it's really tough sitting there being jealous of a turtle, man.
Since Mike stole my final story of the day, this will be the final story of the day.
Okay.
Which is a Michigan town buys a nasal ranger to track down stinky marijuana plants.
Oh, yeah, I saw the picture of that. That's yeah.
I'm gonna find them criminal elements growing them weeds.
The Daily Globe reported that the town of Bessemer, Michigan, voted to spend approximately $3,400 to purchase the device to smell marijuana plants and train police officers in its use. According to the town city council, the most common complaint from residents is the overwhelming odor created by the growing of marijuana. The state's legalized recreational marijuana in 2018, with restrictions on how many plants an individual can grow on their private property.
Right.
Council member Lyndon Nelson said the city of Bessemer stinks. You can smell marijuana everywhere. We got people who can't sit in their backyard because the smell from their neighbor is so bad. The nasal ranger is a field olfactory meter.
I'm a nasal ranger. There's a bunch of danger. Smoking up the ranger.
Yeah, really. Let me give you a hint. Don't go anywhere near the theater where Cats is. Just don't.
Don't go near the manufacturing plant where they make Dankies.
Yeah, seriously. They have a company called St. Croix Sensory, released in 2012. The device blends external air with a filtered air from a tank, and users manipulates the dial on the side of the machine to evaluate the potency of the odor they're...
This looks like something on a Dr. Seuss.
Wait, here's the scary part.
Okay.
Wait, the city of Denver has been using this since 2013, and other municipalities have followed suit. So this isn't like the first time. This is just like they're going along here.
Hi, I'd like to borrow your snuffle pump, please. What are you going to do? You're going to go out?
It's funny. There's something like this in Futurama, but I thought it was a joke.
No, Scott posted
Scott posted a thing with Bender, but apparently someone made it real.
The smell-o-vision.
Yeah, really. It looks like the smell-o-vision.
I'm so horny.
It looks like the smell-o-vision. Really, in reality. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but
No wonder why the turtles are going at 1,000 miles an hour with the libido.
Yeah, seriously.
I think it's
Holy
potted.
cow.
Well,
Well, this was explained why dogs are finding dildos in the middle of nowhere. Maybe this would, I don't know how this would explain Burt Ward not needing a penis. Apparently,
not having a boner on television. By the way, just a little side note on Burt Ward. Did you know he's actually got a Northern Soul record on Soul Town?
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
No.
he's saying.
You know who we need to send out to enforce all these rules? Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno. Deputy Ferrigno. We use a smell-o-vision.
Yes. I want to see. That I want to see. Maybe after he takes the fart pill.
Maybe he'll hang out with the man who broke into the Taco Bell and everything.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. And apparently the people in Ohio will need that thing for the fans of the Bengals and the Browns and all I know is I really have a taste for Red Lobster. I don't know why.
Here you go. By the way, you see the guy over there with the snuffle vision? Stay away.
I really need cheddar biscuits now.
Yeah, see what you did.
I need cheddar biscuits. Damn it! Go get some cheddar biscuits and go watch Cats and get stoned.
Light a Gwyneth Paltrow candle and you're good to go.
Yeah, and we're all good.
There you go with a package of Dankies. Your evening is complete.
Yeah, and you know what? Right when you do that, you take the fart pill so you can watch it on your phone.
Watch the flies on their treadmills.
Yeah.
And imagine a turtle on the screen having sex with lots of other turtles.
Oh.
Turtle horn dog.
Turtle.
Yeah, like I said, the fart
like a horned turtle.
The fart thing is the most popular thing we've ever posted. I can't believe
it's a new
the
record.
Most popular. It's like
all right.
It has
our standards are rising slowly.
We have found our calling here at News of the
Square. It
Squared.
has 11 shares. It's like, in fairness, the fire trombone got a lot of shares too, but the fart pill has more.
Oh my god. That's some great.
We're just breaking boundaries and setting records here at News of the Square for you.
Yeah.
Here to bring the wacky news to you.
That's right. So, and of course,
I never could find that other thing I wanted to read to you guys, but I can't find it at all.
It's lost in the ether, my man.
Yeah, I think they put it private, so I can't find it. Wait.
That sucks.
Wait, stop.
He found it. I
didn't find that, but I found something really bad. This is from educateinspired.org.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, why does this sound so bad?
In fairness, this is a story from 2017.
Okay, it's an old story.
But the headline is awesome. NASA wants to probe deeper into Uranus than ever before.
Now, stick that in your ass and smoke it.
Maybe they should just use that pill.
or that detector.
Yeah, seriously. There you go. There's your answer. Use the detector. Probe Uranus. What? Why would you write that? There's no way.
I ain't gonna handle anal probe.
Who's the editor?
Huh?
Who's the editor who's dumb enough to not catch that one?
Or they just put it. They knew what they were doing. They just put that in to see the shock factor of it. They knew.
There's a video game called Mass Effect where you probe planets to find metals to build weapons and stuff. And you can go back to the Sol system. If you launch a probe into Uranus, the ship's computer will go, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, I guess that'll do it this week.
Oh,
yeah, how can people send us these horrible
How can they find us?
We're on Instagram and Twitter at SOTRT Podcast. Email us at SOTRTpodcast@gmail.com. We're on YouTube. Click the bell, subscribe. You'll know when new content drops. Find all these crazy, wacky story headlines on our Facebook page. Shout out to Scott!
Scott!
We're on Spotify, Google, Apple, Anchor, and all the favorite audio podcasting platforms you can think of. Yeah. We're there. Look us up. Check us out. We appreciate you. Give us a review. Leave one on for us. We'd appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here at News of the Squared. Once again, laughter is the medicine of all wonderful things. So hope you got some. And we'll catch up with you next time here on the News of the Squared. I'm Jivin Ivan.
Oh, wait. I'm Jeff Stein. Yeah, that's what I needed to say.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm Mike. Hi. How are you?
How high are you?
Not dank. I didn't have any dankies yet, so I won't be.
Okay.
All right.
No dankies?
We gone. See you later.